Hello everyone, it's Kari, and today I'm using this stamp set from the Hedgehog Hollow January kit to make a baby card because I saw this sentiment right here that says, "You are my sun, my moon, and all of my stars," and I thought it would be so sweet for a baby shower or a baby gift or any one of your kids. So we're going to make this card today. I am going to start out with my mini MISTI here, and I'm going to place that large moon right into the MISTI. I'm going to stamp this with Amalgam ink because I want to color it up with Copics. And this Gina K Amalgam ink is perfect for Copic coloring because it doesn't smear. And that's one of the things I really love about this ink. I will double stamp it so that I can make sure to get a really nice dark impression. And look how beautiful that moon is. Now I'm going to take some Gina K masking paper. I'm leaving everything just as it is right in that MISTI, and I'm going to stamp it again on the masking paper because this is what's going to help us to create the clouds that look like they're behind the moon. So I will just take my scissors here and trim this out. These are my absolute favorite scissors. They are the honeybee scissors, but they're coated so that they don't stick. So if you cut something sticky out, these scissors are going to be your favorite. I hope. I mean, they're mine. Anyway, this is a very easy image to cut out, just kind of like a circle, and then I cut out that crescent shape. Now I'm going to pull off the backing to this masking paper and put it right over that moon. I have one of my very favorite stencils that I've had in my stash for a while. This is from My Favorite Things, and it is a cloud stencil. And I'll take out some Distress Oxides in Chipped Sapphire, and I was going to do this with a blender brush, but then I remembered these domed blending tools will make this look so dramatic and beautiful. Look how pretty that is. I love this look. So I'm only going to just switch up the side that I'm using for this cloud stencil because all four sides have a different look to them of the clouds. And so it looks like they're alternating and kind of random clouds in the sky. I really like that. And this is a dark enough color that these clouds are a little dramatic, but when we color that moon, it's still gonna be very beautiful. I'm just making sure that I have enough of white space here so that when I stamp my sentiment, it will show up. So that's why I checked that before I went and finished the last of the clouds. And now I'm just gonna kind of ink around the edges a little bit so I've got a little more of the blue around the edges. Very lightly, but it does add a little bit of something to this card. You're going to see that later on I didn't really need to do that because I added a frame later. I'm going to remove the moon here and we'll stamp the sentiment on now. I'm going to be using my favorite VersaFine Onyx Black ink. It stamps really nice and dark for sentiments, especially when they're small sentiments like this one. I always get a really good impression. And now I will peel off the moon. Look how pretty that is. Now I did clear emboss that sentiment so that I wouldn't smear it. So I didn't show that in the video, but just in case you were wondering. And now I'm just going to take some Copic markers and color up this moon. This Y00 is a really beautiful light yellow. One of my favorite yellows actually for something soft like this. And I'm going to use a lot of soft pastel colors since this is going to be a baby card or a baby shower card. And I'm using blues and greens because it's going to be for a boy. I mean, I just had a brand new nephew born a little while back, so I was thinking of him when I made this card. So sweet. So here's some light greens that I'm using as well, just to color up a couple of those diamonds. The diamonds will all be green. And now I'm going to bring in some blues to color up some of those other elements here. This is a really light blue that I'm using. This is the BG10, and I'll just color up those dots. And now I'm going to start coloring some of those moon shapes in the center. These remind me kind of like of a boomerang shape. And I wasn't really sure how I was going to color this center section at first, but I started coloring those crescent boomerang looking shapes. And then I decided to go into the center with the yellow again so that they were just kind of like a shape on top. I think that looks really pretty. I am going to darken them up a little bit though, because with that darker blue in the background, this blue needed to be a little bit brighter. So I will just go right over that. You can skip ahead if you don't enjoy watching coloring, but I just thought I'd leave this in to show you how easy this moon is to color. Really, when you get down to it, you just break it down a little bit and there you have it. And there's our moon all colored up, so pretty with those blues and greens. Now this stencil, I found that one of the star shapes curves around almost perfectly to fit over the top of this moon shape. And I loved that idea. So I'm going to tape it down with some purple tape and cover up some of those other stars so I don't accidentally get those onto my card. And so I just have this one curved star cluster here that I'm going to use, and I'm using this Nuvo Glacier paste. This is the gold color. It's called Golden Era, and it's new to me, but look how beautiful that this goes on. It's a very creamy paste, and you only need just the tiniest bit. I'm using my Nuvo spatula, media spatula here with the angled edge, and this made it a lot easier to get into that area and just get those stars right there. So I am going to put that cap back on so it doesn't dry out and show you just how beautiful this looks. Look at that. It kind of has a foil look to it. It's really, really beautiful. And now to finish this off, I have some Nuvo drops. These are the jewel drops, so they're more translucent. And I'm just going to add a few of these on the card as an accent. The blue here I will use on the polka dots or the little dots here. And then I'm going to add some green to just a few of those diamond shapes. But I do want to tell you that I started adding them just to the little diamonds, and then I added them to the larger diamonds, and one of them cracked on me because these are supposed to be just used in small areas as an embellishment accent. But this one on top here ended up cracking. You'll see that in the final pictures. I did smooth it out a little with my pokey tool, or the retractable craft pick as it's really called, and it still did crack. So just a voice of warning, you may want to use glossy accents instead, but I just really loved the look that this gave to the moon. It brightened up the colors and brought that glossiness to the design, and so I thought it was really pretty. Just finishing up with the yellow, which is Limoncello here, and there you have our moon all ready to add those cute owls. This is an image from Lawn Fawn that I had colored up previously, and I thought it was so cute for a little baby card because like she's hugging that little owl. So cute. So I just stuck that on with some 3M foam tape, and it wanted to stick right there. So I left that as it is. And to finish off this card, I wanted to add a little more glitter. So this is the Nuvo glitter pen in the Midas Touch. It's got a little golden look to it. You probably won't be able to see it in the video very well, but it does add a little bit of a shimmery accent, which is so pretty. Here's a little close-up, see if you can see that. Those stars are so pretty, and the Nuvo translucent drops are really pretty on there as well. Here's the frame that I'm adding. It's got some blues and greens to tie it all together, and I'm just going to add this with my favorite liquid adhesive, which is the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. You can add just such a small bead of this glue, which I really love, and I'll just add that around there to frame it up, and then we'll add that to a top folding card, and that's our card for today. And how fun is it that you can make such a different look with this Hedgehog Hollow kit that is all about moon and stars and galaxy. It really is quite fun that you can get so many different looks. I cannot wait to share my next idea with you next week. I have an idea for creating more of a geometric look with some of the stamps in the kit. So I'll be sharing that real soon. But thank you so much for stopping by. This is been such a fun card to make. Here's a little closer look at all of those elements, and I'm just going to finish up by adding a little bit of the yellow to their beaks as well, and gives it a little more glossy look. So thank you so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate all the comments and likes and visits. If you would like to see more, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll have a few more videos here that you might be interested in. Again, thank you for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Until then, I hope you have a really great time crafting. Bye-bye.